Hello there everybody, Oymon here, and welcome to Sable. That's pretty much all I've got out of it. It's just called Sable. I don't really even know why. I know it doesn't have anything with those cute sort of weasel otter creatures that are also called Sables. I don't think it has anything to do with those. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have anything to do with those. It might. Maybe the game will surprise me at the end, like it was all the Sable's fault, but probably not. I remember seeing this one floating around for quite a while, actually. Sort of drawn to it because it had a very unique sort of cel-shaded-ish art style that looked really good. You know, that always helps to sort of draw your eye in. And then it was sort of going to be like open world, exploration, puzzle solving, you know, climbing over things. Sort of sounds vaguely Breath of the Wild-ish, I think. I don't really know, this is the point. Because I'm going into this one largely blind. Which I'm fine with. I like going into games blind usually. Yeah, aside from all of that stuff, I don't really know a lot about it. I know it's, as I say, it's open world adventure. Open world adventure game. I don't know what story there is, if there even is one. I don't know if, you know, if the story is like big and grand and a huge part of it, or if it's just like some vague, nebulous, oh, you need to go on a journey. Oof, here you go, you know, kick you out the house. I really don't know where we're going in that particular regard. So, I say we just get into it. Because I really don't know what else to do. Okay. Yes, I would. Ooh. Yes, that's the loading screen. Because I saw that when I was starting. I was like, oh, is it waiting for me to press a button? No, it's just loading. That's fine. Ooh, Shedworks. Wow, that art style's even more distinctive than I thought it was going to be. Snake? Nope, bug. That's a giant face. Why is there a giant face on the wall? Ooh, so quest started. The ceremony. Okay. My character has that weird, they're not animated in normal frames. So got a jump button. The way that's moving across the bottom like that makes me think moving sun? Seems likely. That look, ooh. I'm guessing the diamond is like my stamina gauge or something. Ooh. Looks like that face can open, because there is a distinct line down the middle of that. We've got a secret door here. And it said we can check that. Ooh. I should head back to camp. We've got a ooh, map. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas. Oh yeah, this is like, I know it's a cliche these days. Every time there's an open world game comes out, it says, oh, it's just like Breath of the Wild, and it's nothing like Breath of the Wild. This one is seeming very much actually like Breath of the Wild, because you got the climbing and stamina thing. You got a map that's clearly divided into very obvious segments here. I'm like, those are Breath of the Wild elements. Like, you can't exactly say against that. So there's inventory. Ooh, clothing. Badges, bike parts, quest key general. Ooh. Child mask. Blank looking mask worn by all children of the dunes. Most kids customize theirs for fun, but more traditional clans frown on that sort of self-expression. The old Ibexi top and hood, a hand-me-down from Yara. The scratchiness reminds me of home. Comfy sandals for exploring sandy places, easy to get sand out of, but not the best for climbing. Ah. Okay. Okay then. Press A to jump. No kidding. I kind of worked that one out already. It's almost like I played a video game before. Okay. Keep climbing, keep an eye on your stamina. Yeah, I guess you can climb on more or less anything. But it may be eventually like, oh, you're not allowed to climb on this. Naughty, naughty. There may eventually be something I'm not allowed to climb on. I'm looking for secrets at the moment. Woohoo! Okay. Ladder there, but what's through here? Dunno. Okay, never mind. Whoa. Well, I'm glad there is a bit more colour in this world. I thought that was looking a bit bland at first, but that's a good dash of colour right there. That's really cool. Alright then. Don't know if we need to be looking out for secrets at the moment or what. Well, okay then. Ibex camp. I can feel Jetty smiling behind her mask, just as I know she can feel the teeth-baring little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, and she's softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, I probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? I know, I know. I tell Jetty that I know, but that isn't quite sunk in yet. She chuckles. I promise you, Sable, you're fine. But I do know how you are. You're going to be nervous until you started, and then you'll act like you've been doing it your whole life. Remember the first time you rode a bike? Wouldn't even let me put you on the seat, you were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. I feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised you it was going to be alright, told you how much I had loved riding my bike as a young woman, and how wonderful the wind felt through the fabric. Suddenly, there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward, and put those little grasping claws on the handles, and you were off. And I remember thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her. She can do whatever she wants. Jetty reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. I take a breath. I don't know where to start. Jetty's story warms me, but I feel too overwhelmed to let it settle. I tell her with a sigh that I don't really know where to begin. She chuckles. Well, I can help with that. You'll need to talk to Hilal and Dries. Dries should already have made the arrangements for your bike, and Hilal will share something. Well, let's just say as useful as it is fun. I think I might suspect what Jetty's saying, but I stay quiet. After that, I suppose we'll see you off. What if I choose the wrong path? I asked Jaddy what will become of me if I choose the wrong path. There are no wrong paths, Sable. Or right ones. I'd be glad if you choose to stay with the Ibexi, but truth be told, I'll be glad no matter what, so long as you're happy. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing. So don't try using the excuse to come home early, huh? She knows me. Now, go speak with Hilal. I'll be there to see you off. And speak to Driss as well. I've told him to arrange your bike with Cizo. Cizo? Cizo, maybe. But you know how he is. Ooh. I've something to give you. Compass to help guide you on your journey. It's the same one I used on my gliding. An artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. Fits naturally there. Perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfied precision. Thank you. Go on, go on. It's nearly time. Ooh. Alright, so that's like a thing. So Sun 17, I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a time thing? Or, ooh, what is this? Logging in. Oh, it's a post box. Hello, Sable. Unread messages? 0. Have a good day. Okay, apparently we have 0 unread messages. Alright, so what's up the giant tower? Because it's a giant tower. I want to see what's up here. Ooh, I got 20 somethings. Monies, probably. Caesar looks busy. You should leave her to it. Looks like the sun's a setting. So I'm assuming this is like tutorial town. We've got like nice safe enclosed area where my village is settled. Let's hope nothing bad happens, but that is probably going to happen because, well, isn't that usually the impetus for a story of adventure and discovery and all that jazz? She looks out across the landscape. Ziki's shoulders sag a little. Wonder what she's thinking about. Something on your mind? Ziki's voice is weakly incredulous. I don't know how she's done it. That's Elaria over there. Elaria over there. Follow her gaze to a little speck in the distance. Oh. She now studies her daughter Elaria. Do you want me to get her back? Vicky shakes her head. Nah, she's fine. And I'll get her, I'm just... She shrugs. Parenting. I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. Let's go say hi. Nice. Nailed it. I love climbing. All that just for that? What's that noise? Is there some like alcove in this thing where there's like a special device or something? I don't know. Woohoo! Woohoo! I don't know if this game actually has full damage, but honestly I wouldn't be surprised if it does, so I'm not going to take the risk. Well, okay then. Right, let's go talk to these people I need to talk to, then we'll presumably get at least something out of it. Ahoy! As I approach Hilal, they give me an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Hilal's nerve and vigor. On a day like this, I'm ready to match it, with a touch of nerves for balance. Sable, take this. Gliding stone. Hilal hands me a small round stone. As it nestles into my palm, I feel a warmth, not borrowed from Hilal's hand, emanating from within. I run my thumb over it and find it softly electric, like static on cloth. What is this? I try to sound less confused than I am, but ask Hilal what this is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've just given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? I tell Hilal that I feel... electricity? Then you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. I look at the stone. It seems quite closed. Gliding stones are vessels for the perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty, or dormant, and waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Lau claps their hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back to me once that's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Hilal stops me. Oh, you haven't got your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes? I remember Jadi's words now and tell Hilal that I'm going to see Driss. God, I am so going to stumble over all these fucking names. Name pronunciation is not a strong point of mine. Good enough. Hey. I'm really curious now if there's like something in the side of this, because I heard the noise when I was up there, but I don't know what it means. It's probably one of those things where I'll be like later on, I'll be like, oh, I know. Oh, what the fuck is that? Huh. A giant balloon up there. I don't think I can climb up to that. Ahoy. Umar is a man of few words, and he's nothing if not consistent. Fair enough. Okay. This is where I had to see that guy. Around here somewhere, it must be. Hello. Though I've told myself not to be too eager, it's all I can do not to race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately, but now I strongly suspect that he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful or has some custom feature. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore, or will I get used to it? Driss turns with a bit of a start. Sable, hello. Hello, how are you today? I asked Driss how he is. I'm well. I let it hang there a moment. But I can't do it. I'm too keen. The words spill out. I asked Driss if he might sort of, possibly, maybe have a bike for me. Your bike? He yells like it's an idea he just had. Your bike? Yes, of course, right. Yes, your bike. That's what I was meant to... that I prepared for you, because today is your... gliding. Yes. Grid nods along with me. Yes, of course, right. Yes, yes, I do have that. My blood runs cold. Has he forgotten? By which I mean I've arranged it for you in a... well, it's sort of a tutorial for you. Tutorial? Yes, exactly, a learning experience. You see, Sable, before one can own their bike, they must prove that they can ride a bike by taking a test ride on a different bike. I think about it and find I've never heard of that part of the gliding, but Triss does seem earnest, sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike as a test. Triss gestures to the sand cutter at his side. It's quite old and a little shabby, a tester if ever I've seen one. I'll give it a go. Really? I mean, yes, good. Be gentle, though. This sand cutter's older than Juddy. You treat it with respect. Now, ride the bike through the ring and back. And here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. When you're not riding it, your hover bike will appear as a blue icon on your compass. Ooh, so it does. Wow, this thing really is a clunker, isn't it? They're gonna break down. Woohoo! I returned to Driss, who somehow manages to seem caught off guard despite knowing I was coming. Sable, congratulations! How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles that explained hissing? Small fires? What do you mean fires? Oh, surely you'd notice if you were on fire, even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Is this bike dangerous? Well, he doesn't finish. Have you already been to see Hilal? Am I not getting a bike? Well, you're getting the use of this sand cutter. That's something, huh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands. And Hilal's got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only slightly tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike, and I depart for Hilal. I've already spoke to Hilal. Okay, so. Yeah, I need to do that. So I guess we're just going to have to use the beat up old clunker for now. Although I will say, I did see, I don't know where exactly it was. There, that. What is this? There's an easier way up. Woohoo! Whoa. I don't think I can make that. Oh, just. Hi. What the fuck are you? I got a chum egg. I literally can't see what's happening behind her. Offered up by the chums when planting themselves into the ground. Perfectly smooth and hard as a rock, these eggs seem to float with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. Okay, I have that now. I don't know what it is, but I've got it. How do you... I was gonna say, how do you, like, jump off of something with... Can I... Ah, there we go. Right. I don't know if this is the way I'm supposed to go, but I mean it's a way, isn't it? Right, how do you jump? How do you get like down from something? Because I know you can crouch. Ah, wouldn't have worked anyway. Alright, so we can't go around that way. I maybe should have waited for my stamina to regenerate before trying that. Whew. I don't know if I'm going the right way, but sod it, it's here, and this game is all about exploration, so we're going to explore, goddammit. See, this seems, I don't know, important. Like, why are you getting these little planets all in groups of 5? There was another one down there. And one there too, and I'm like, is this necessary? Is this a thing? I don't know. I'll probably come all the way up here, I can't do anything yet. Why is it rumbling? Cool. Oh, this was a mistake. Yep, that was really stupid. Oh. Well, apparently this game doesn't seemingly have full damage. But that was kind of stupid because there was no way in hell I could make that jump. I may need like a double jump? Maybe? Well, that didn't really work out. I mean, I got a little money out of it, I guess. That's something. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. Ah, cameras all over the place. Nice. Let's see if we can find a way into the temple. So what's that over there? See, the fact that there's all these boats around implies that this used to be underwater. Which is a very curious thing to imply. Right. Ooh. Ooh. Was I meant to do that? Because honestly, that looks like it used to be part of an old dam. Hydroelectric. Yeah, I don't think this game has full damage. Like, seriously, I actually think it doesn't. Which, for the record, I'm fine with. A game that involves a lot of climbing and doesn't have full damage? Yes, please. Hello. Ooh. Yep. I've played a video game before, I know how this works. Ooh. Atomic control panel. I have literally no idea what that is. I mean, I could take a guess, don't get me wrong, but... Ah, can't climb metal. Makes sense. Is that part of a spaceship that crashed? Do I not have the... Who turned that off? Why did you turn that off? Alright, anything hidden away? Ooh, yes, there's this. I keep finding these, they keep giving me 20, and I'm like, this feels like it should have more than just 20. I'm guessing that that's supposed to be money. I mean, I can't imagine what else it might be. Also, this was a complete sodding dead end, wasn't it? Hey, it's one of those worm things. Chum egg! I guess that's what it did before, huh? Okay, we have 2 of those now. Again, don't know why, but we have them. So it is what it is, I guess. Ooh. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to reach the top of that, but yeah, maybe. Woo! Alright, so we went this way. It was all miscellaneous side stuff. I'm not necessarily complaining about that. All I was trying to do was look for a way forward. Maybe I had it in the first place. See something else of interest. Another one of these. I hope that's not going to become a thing that I have to like find a bunch of, because that's going to be really irritating. Because these things are literally all over the place. Bug. Ooh. These like enemies or something? I'm supposed to like sneak up on them or something. You know, they don't seem... They don't exactly seem... I don't know, this is weird. I feel like I'm supposed to have to like capture them or something. Oh, what's that? Gotcha. Right, so that's what you do. But that does raise one teensy weensy little question. Why do I need these? Okay. Well, I don't know why I did it, but I've got a bunch of these now, so good for me, I guess. Yay. I have no fucking clue what to do. Oh, hello. Hey, it's another one of these things. It's a chum egg. Okay. Yeah, I'm just running around collecting up all the things at the moment. I don't know what I'm going to do with any of them, if indeed anything at all, but I've got them. And you know what? In my mind, that's all that really matters. And it's good to know that they're there on the off chance that I do actually need them for something. Okay, so we need, very obviously, to get... Oh, I wonder if... this could be where I need to go. Yeah, okay. Nice, we got all that. Alright, let's head on up then, shall we? Oh, hello. I suppose you would have actually been the first one, wouldn't you? I'd have been playing the game normally, of course. Who plays games normally these days? Ooh. I'm glad you got a loincloth. Oh, tits. Well, of course. Ooh. The stone thrums like the beat of a heart as I approach the altar. Am I afraid, exhilarated, or maybe it feels right? I'm ready for Rohanna to know me. I'm ready to know myself. I feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I am in her sight. Well, I hope that was supposed to happen. Hmm. Oh, wait, glide? There's gliding? Orb. Cool, we got an orb. Well, I wasn't expecting the ability to glide. Although, considering this is clearly like following the line of Breath of the Wild, I'm not that surprised, truth be told. Cool. Woohoo! Okay, I think we'll be able to make that other jump I couldn't do before. That one. So that's good. And it looks like, I could be wrong, but I think... No, gliding does not drain your stamina. Which it did in Breath of the Wild. So that's good. You essentially have infinite glide. I approve of this. I approve of this greatly. Now, I want to go... Well, first we want to explore this immediate area. Nope, guess not. Woohoo! Alright, off we go. A couple of things I want to check. I know I need to go back up there again. That'll be a bit long-winded, but worth a look. There was... there. Now the fact that we can slide dodge and stuff makes me wonder, like, is there gonna be... Come on. Worm. I do hope we get stamina upgrades, because what we've got's good, but it could be better. Maybe get like a stomp ability on that or something. Feels like the kind of place where you would have a stomp ability, doesn't it? Woohoo! Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hello. God, people, we need to get better at hiding shit. I have no idea what those are. They're weird. Like, why would a flying worm burrow itself in the ground like that? I mean, I'm sure it's part of its natural life cycle, but still, it's weird, okay? Ooh, atomic power supply. So what's this bad boy then, huh? Something with red cables. I was gonna say, you know what? Looking at the design of the world and all that stuff, I think this game is a combination of Breath of the Wild, like the climbing, the floating, some of the puzzle elements, I can totally see that. So it's a combo of Breath of the Wild combined with what I think is going to end up being Horizon Zero Dawn. I could be wrong, but I just got that vibe. Well, back to camp, I guess. Brought the rust bucket back. Keep wanting to press the wrong button, because run being on the shoulder is what I'm used to. Huh. Interesting. We return to Halal. It's clear they know what I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes me miss them before I've even left. Isn't it incredible? How does it feel? Sighting true freedom, stranger will safe like a... Sighting true freedom. Definitely that hovering is exciting. I ramble for a moment about all the things I've been able to do while I was out there in the world. Most of them will involve me falling on my head and not getting hurt, but I'm sure it'll come up with more in practice. Right? You can do anything you want. Hilal's mood doesn't darken, but the sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling, just floating on the breeze. But I suppose it's best that it fades with age, or else I might have never come back from my gliding. Well, at least now we know why it's called gliding. I'd just be out there, heaving myself into chasms. So I suppose the reason there's no fall damage in the game is actually supposed to be that. That's the reason there's no fall damage in the game. I just happened to find that out before I was technically supposed to. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. Is that really what you do? I'll heave myself into chasms. I throw myself into 1,000 chasms on his behalf and they giggle. That's what I like to hear. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. It takes a really serious focus. Lal sighs, even if there's a bit of regret in it. Sorry, laughs even. We said sighs. I certainly haven't got that. Still, I suppose the gliding wouldn't mean much. Too much talking. No gains and no loss, huh? I think about that, but decide there was already too much loss on my mind to consider it much further. I'm saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose the perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're gonna love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice? Try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about ritual and independence and all of that out there, but the world's an easier place if you put joy first. Thank Lyle for advice and for their help, and tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. A warning and a reassurance, all in one. I say goodbye to Hilal. Before I go, Hilal gests me towards the tower. It seems Sisu wishes to see me before I leave the clan. Is this where we're going to learn about map towers, I wonder? Oh, he landed. I'll probably be going to see him in a minute. Oh, wrong button. Sisu is an out-clanner to the Ibex, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall. And I think of her more as a kind of distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given their post, and by their training and their code, must go where they are needed. But Sisu has been among us so long, it's easy to forget it's an assignment first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. I think there is a perception among the other clans that the Ibexi are quite insular, and that our designation of Ibexi versus outclanners suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are a result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us, and who we must leave behind. But all are welcome to join. And I'm always pleased that Sisu did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can only think of one thing. Now I'm getting excited for my bike. A bit worried, am I really getting a bike? Sisu has a throaty quality to her voice, and it rumbles through her mask when she laughs. She's been quite a serious person most days, and always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, Jelly told me how excited you were. Sisu sniffs. She also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think you may have... I knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say that out loud, so I tell her what was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss for his forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I might be just as scattered. Besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge the hoverbike parts yourself. Sounds like an adventure. I tell Sisu it sounds like that. A little adventure before my big one. It's more meaningful than you know. The bond with one's bike before it has taken form is more privilege than labor. Here, take this. The navigator. Can't be something. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. Should be useful for finding the old parts. Oh, is that why I needed to find the nuclear stuff? Probably. Now, excuse you, I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships in fragments spread apart. A good start will be the ship down there near the camp. You will find another up on the Great Rock near the other side of the canyon, and another behind the old dam on the hill. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. Use it to gather a control panel, power supply, and calibrator. Be back before you know it. I tell Sisu I'll see her soon. Head off and search the components. Together, we will create something new out of the old. Ooh. Okay. Press RB to use the navigator to mark interesting landmarks. The rest have already gone. Yep, pretty much. Ironic, really, that I ended up picking up 2 of them beforehand, but as you know me, I have a tendency to accidentally play the game properly. It's just something that kind of happens to me. Right. Well, it has gone 4, so we are going to take a quick little break. Is there a save option, or it's probably automatic? Okay, fair enough. So we got our map. Yeah, I've got the control panel and the power supply. I've got those for some reason. Yep, seems about right. Okay. So, yeah, we will take a quick break, and then I think we'll have a word with these guys, because I get the feeling they're like map people or something. Gives me the map of the area. So I'll have a word with them, and if they can do something for me, then great. If not, no problem. So anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we're back. Alright. Let's get going, shall we? And let's start by, as I said... Wee-hoo! Wow, you glide quite a distance on this stuff. Hello. I approach the cartographer. Ah, greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? That explains the noises I was hearing earlier. It was him. He was supposed to be here, but he wasn't. She really is. I nodded enthusiastically. It really is an impressive vessel. However nervous I get imagining being up there all alone. I wonder if anyone's ever fallen off of one. Best not to ask right now. Well, good to meet you, and, oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Jordan. I tell him I'm Sable. Suppose you've come all this way to see me? It's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? I would love a map. Of course you would. That'll be 50 cuts. To my ears, it's a fair price for a map, but too expensive for a gliding gilder with empty pockets. I tell Jordan I'll be back. Need to ask Jaddy for some money. Do I? I'm well, assuming that those things at the bottom are cuts, which I would imagine they are. I think I have enough, but I mean, I guess I won't say no to some free money. You, money, now. Tell Jaddy to cut everyone's 50 cuts for a map of the Ewer. I tried to hedge the way I speak about this, as I'm not entirely sure whether that's too much, not enough, or precisely its value. She tells me not to worry. Here's some money to get you going on your journey. Use it most wisely, and then a little unwisely when the mood strikes. It's good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. Sweet. I think it'll be easier if I climb up the stairs rather than climbing up. Greetings, child. I'll buy that map. Perfect. Let's trade. Ooh. You were a map. Okay. Thank Jordan for the Ewer map and all its vast possibilities. Something about this makes it feel more real. Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I still remember mine. I asked how it was. Short. I knew since I was a boy that cartography was for me, but I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies, eh? Plenty of my colleagues out there, and they'll have more maps to sell you, from Hakawa to the Sodic Waste. Thank Jordan for the tip, and say goodbye. So based on that, yeah, that's more or less what I expected it to be. Ooh, whoa, we can really zoom in. Okay. So that's presumably the exit. These are, I'm guessing, and I am guessing, all of the things up there. Funny that you can go like up here. So yeah, these are the egg creatures I think I found. Have I already found 6? I have found 6. Well, how about that? Yeah, that's the temple where I started. Obviously, that's my village. That's where I gotta go for the thingamajiggamabobby. Yeah. Interesting. Small area. You can probably come up around back here or something. Right. There we go. Boop. Feels very... I'm not sure if this is spaceship-y or just basic ship-y. We found the ship, but I noticed a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Bullshit. Voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. Sounds like a recording, it's barely audible. Stop messing around with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see if what that old machine has told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. The sound of a mechanical adjustment being made. 3 clicks. Buttons being pressed, perhaps? Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever. Hard. Yes, Ramen. Sound of a click and a loud grunt for a snapping sound. Oh, on Rohanna's mask. Not that hard, you torn it out. Suddenly the speakers are filled with static and a low rumble that gradually increases in pitch. Then the sounds of someone cheering. It worked, we're flying. More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. Thing is moving fast, we need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Ramen? Let me check the machinist's notes. A long pause, the rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Ramen? That lever tone, the one you just ripped out? We're going too fast, we're going to crash, we need to try to... The recording cuts off there. Huh. Interesting. Now what? Oh. Saima. You looking for a calibrator? I'm immediately on guard. Saima has always been a mischief maker and taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I am older, more experienced, and should be more than able to withstand it. In practice, you won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never. She never fails to get to me. You're a horrible child. Saima laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. Cross my arms and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. Put in my hand, proud of myself for standing tall before Saima. You give me some... beetles. Right. It's fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I tried to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquiesce. But then I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find some. Wait, come back here. Feeling embarrassingly vindicated as I hand some of the beaters, but rather than go, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry. What have I done? You're leaving, and never come back. She blows her nose and then wipes her hand on her tunic. Yara never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were a friend. There's been a letter here and there, but it was always to us rather than to me. Not bitter, but I hope not to be like that. Please don't go. Tell Simon not to worry. I will be back sooner than she knows. I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that if I'm not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready for her gliding. By then, she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good, then I suppose I can come see you off. Thank her and say goodbye for now. That was lucky. I already happened to have gotten all those beetles. Hang on a tick. How many did you take? I had 6. It was 3 beetles. Taste my smoke. Alright, I got the parts. I return to Sizu with these parts, and it's as she waves me over that I feel a pang of sadness in my chest. When will I see her again once I'm gone? Well done, Sable. Yes, this is everything we need. You ready to assemble a bike of your own? Yes. Let's head to the workshop. I think I've been here. Assuming it is where I think it is. This is not quite where I thought it was. No, this is it. He's just at the back of the place. Caesar relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one only truly appreciates when Caesar is in her element. I wonder if this way for all machinists. We must understand, Sable, is that the components you acquired, they fit together. Not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she has already been. I nod and feel a soft buzzing in my ears. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names, held for ages like deep secrets, unheard by those unequipped to listen. We will find this one's name together. What am I supposed to click on? Ah. Clothing bike booster. There's the front. And there's the wings. What have you got to say? This is relaxing too much. Oh. Yeah, you've already said this. So you saw the thing pop up there that wasn't there before. I kind of figured you maybe had something new to say. Sweet. Zizu tilts her head a moment, listening closer to Simoon. Simoon? Simoon. All at once I know the hoverbike's name. Simoon. I say it in a whisper to let Zizu know. Simoon. Seamoon. Maybe it's supposed to be Simoon? I figured Simoon would have a Y in it, though. I don't know. Well done, Sable. What does it mean? What does it mean? You should ask her yourself. Zizu looks entirely serious. The bike, to my enduring surprise, says nothing, even when I lean close. Tell Simoon that I'm eager to know her better. Zizu looks quite proudly at the both of us. You are ready, then, for the gliding. May all the gods turn their faces from you, Sable. An odd blessing, perhaps, but Zizu is prone to such things, and I can read it in her tone that she meant it quite sweetly. You must learn to listen to Seamoon, to care for her. Seek out my fellow machinists on your travels, Sable. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and, here, take this. It's a machinist badge. You'll meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding. Show them your worth, and they'll give you more badges. I thank Zizu twice for good measure, and give her a bow. I'm ready. Cool. All right. Return to Jadi with a new lightness, and it makes the weight of my departure feel heavier still. What a strange day. It's been more than one day, really. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? Zizu gave it to me. Tell Jadi that Zizu gave me the badge. You must have earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be heading for the mask caster in no time. I tried to think about going to a mask caster, but it seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Imagine choosing what I want to be forever. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You get plenty of badges when you're out there. And once you've got 3 alike, you can trade it in for that mask. But don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom and exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Only at your final ceremony will you be asked to choose one. You'll have to feel it out, but when you know, you'll know. Now. Turning for now puts the butterflies back in my stomach. With all of this done, there's only one thing left. It's time then, isn't it? Time to walk through the face door at the Temple of Rohana. There, you'll assemble your gliding mask. And then, go. There are things I wish to convey to Jadi here. Depth of love and gratitude and fear and worry and hope. And though I find myself unable to speak any of it in words, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made you these. They are dyed with the traditional Ibexi maroon. And I hope... and I hope to provide you with great comfort out in the desert. When you leave today, you will no longer be Sable, clan child of the Ibexi. You will simply be Sable, and the rest will come. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you, and I will always love you. And I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin, and I'm ready. So we're going to go out through the face thing? Or is that just... You know, I did say that the face could open. Do I get to ride my thing yet, or is that still stuck in there? Still stuck in that, right? Okay, I guess we'll take this bad boy then, won't we? The hand-me-down. Hello, face. I don't know why, that gives me vibes of... Never mind. I was gonna say it gives me vibes of Grandia for some reason. That's a big fucking statue. Okay. Hello. Cuts. Cache of 100 cuts. Made from metal harvested from crashed ships, they have holes punched through the middle where a rope can be slid for easy and convenient transportation. That's why they're called cuts. Well, at least that explains it. Looks like there's a third one. Alright, climb up here. Yes, I got this. Early days. Early days. Woo! Yeah, that's not creepy in the slightest. Pixie mask. Fantastic. Well, okay then. I wonder if all of this stuff is actually going to get explained, or if this is just going to be, nope, this is just how the world is. You know, you can question it all you want to. There's no real answers here. It is what it is. Do I actually need to, like, equip it? Well, I don't know, but I can. Great skull of a mountain goat. Well, looks like I'm ready for the road. About as ready as I'm gonna be. Logging in. Hello, Sable. Daddy's voice echoes strangely through the machine, yet still it warms me. Well, Sable, this is it. By the time you hear this, we will have gone. The gliding is a journey you must begin alone. There is a certain nuance lost in translation, and for that I am grateful. It would be far too much to hear the cracks in her voice, and not to run weepily into her arms to stay forever. But I am ready, so I close my eyes and listen. But though you go by yourself, you are not without friends. You are not without family. You are not without love. These things you will always carry with you as you do your mask. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but if I were you, I might go and see Utari. They are the mechanist at Burnt Oak Station, and among Sizu's closest friends. Utari is a good contact to have on one's gliding, and a fine way to get another machinist badge if you're so inclined. Only a suggestion, though. As for us, I'll send you another message once we've returned to the Ewer. So I'll keep an eye on the postbox. So keep an eye on the postboxes, and try not to forget us. She takes a long breath, and I forget that things as easy as breathing could ever exist. The world is waiting, Sable. Good luck. Can you stop for a split second? Because I noticed a worm on a rock, and I'd like to go and get it, please. Nope. Nope. There we go. Right. So my glider is apparently sentient. Cool. Yeah. That's fine. I want to go get that thing first. I think it's up on that thing up there. That's... Keep pressing the wrong button. I know I saw it, I just don't know exactly where. Yeah, there it is. I saw it. I just saw it in the distance. I was like, oh, I missed that. I'm not entirely sure how, but apparently I did. I'm wondering what that's going to lead to. Like, what do I get out of that? Ooh, this one feels a lot better. It's certainly less clunky. Those are quieter. I like that. There's the big wider world. Oh. Of course. That was just the opening. Alright. Sweet. Alright, now. Sweet. Big wide open world. Ooh, signposts. The Dunboyne. Boyne? I guess. The Ewer, the Wind Tower, the Burnt Oak Station. Hello. The song is also very loud for me, by the way. Maybe not. All right. There seems to be a balloon over there, so we should probably map the area out before we do too much else. Map is important. Ooh, what is that? Something over there. So this is just like a big empty desert. God, it reminds me of Recore. Christ, anybody remember when I tried to play that game? Fuck. Ugh. That Recore is infuriating because it's an idea that could work really fucking well. It just fucking doesn't. Now what's the best way to climb up here, I wonder? Woo! Seems to be a few things dotted around. Oh, is that where I started? I think that's where I started. No. No, that can't be where I started. So the smoke looks similar to what was coming out of the fire where I started, but then I thought, actually no, that's way too big for that. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to make this. Oh, I might be able to. Just about. Yes. Close, but I got it. Hello. I greet the cartographer shyly, a little cowed by how alone we are up here, and how intimate how intimate that sometimes feels, despite it being so much a part of my gliding. She responds with what sounds like a warm smile. Hello there, glider. Thanks for taking the time to climb all the way up here. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know. I tell her I do, given how lonely I can get on the sand sometimes. I hope Simone doesn't hear that. So then, what do you need? Can I buy a map? Of course. Ooh, what's this? Photographer's badge. Okay. Definitely want that. And you know what? While I'm here, why not? Thanks. Alright, what we got? Whoa. Fuck me, this place is bigger than I was expecting. Okay. God, look how big this is, and just like everything. Although a lot of it just looks kind of like empty desert. Seems to be green over there. Literally, there seems to be like a dividing line of like green or something. Ooh, that was like right next to my home. I didn't even see it. Well, no, actually, no. Well, I exited there and immediately turned this way to... Went to there. Went right past that. What's worth looking like nearby? If there's anything worth a look nearby. She chuckles to herself. Of course, you don't think I'm standing up here for nothing, do you? Have you been to the Great Wind Tower yet? Get up there and you can see for ages. Burnt Oak Station is close by as well. You never guess why it's called that. I think about it, but she goes on before I can shout my prediction. And if you're a fan of insects, there's a giant Hercules beetle nest nearby. You know, rumor has it they can lift 100 times their own body weight. What other regions are there? Glad you ask. Head south if you wish to see the white sands of the Wash. West, you'll find Red Sea and its myriad secrets. And to the east are the salt plains of the Waste. Interesting. Thank you. Ah, interesting. Yeah, we've got to remember. I could be wrong, but I think there's a worm wiggling up on top of that. So that's interesting. Woo, hang on, too far. Hang on, seems to be something there. What else have we got? Anything else of note? Can't see behind his thing. There does seem to be something up there, but that's so far away I probably shouldn't bother with it. There is, of course, this, whatever the hell this is. I don't know if there's a limit to how many I can place. And one of these, apparently. A few things in the immediate area. How do they pan out on the map? Okay. Oh, I think, actually, yeah, can I remove that marker? Yeah, that's the tower I've already been in, okay. Well, a few places to explore, and a few things to look at. Should be fun. Now what I've got to do is remember where the bloody hell my thing is. It is that way, apparently. Woohoo! Actually, tell you what, I am just gonna... Are you stuck or something? Maybe you got stuck. He, she, I don't actually know if it's a he or a she. I know technically it's just a ship, so it's not. How the hell did you get stuck? Come here, you. God, it's like having a bloody puppy. Right, which one do we want? I think we want to go for that one because it looked like one of those worm things. I might be able to find something to do with those. So the more I collect, the better. I doubt it'd be anything like an inventory upgrade or anything like that. I don't know what the Sun 7 thing is. Whoa. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Oh, there's one up there too. Sweet. Poppy. Wow, that's actually really pretty. I will say, visually, I really wasn't sure if I was going to like this game, but actually, no, this game's fucking gorgeous. The cel-shaded style either works or really doesn't work, depending on the kind of game you're playing on. But no, this is good. This looks really sodding good. Nice, a chest. Looks like a goldish looking chest, so hopefully that's got a bit of cash in there. But we need to got another chum egg. Alright, is there anything else, like, at all in the immediate area? Got the ship over there. That's the cliffs of the area where I started. That's the tower, I've been in that. How about you? Anything dotted around here? Don't specifically see anything, but... Also that, whatever the bloody hell that is. Don't know how far my... Pretty bloody far, apparently. Ooh, sand dye. Dye bottle for the colors of the sandy bike. Right. You're fine. I know what I'm doing. Right, so in terms of, yeah, I've got a few things there. Oh yeah. I don't know why I can, like, strafe with it. That always seems kind of weird, but whatever. The map looks large, but I think on this thing, because it does move at quite a decent speed, I don't think it's ever going to be insurmountably big, although I imagine getting from one area to the next, or from one side of the map to the other, would probably take a bit of time. That's a nice downtime. So it seems like the ultimate goal of this game is run around, collect masks, and then, you know, decide what job you want for the future. Fair enough, I suppose. Careful now. Is it a challenge not to view scrappers through quite a romantic lens? Oh, it is a challenge. No. As I looked towards my gliding as a child, I pictured myself as a dust-covered traveller exploring strange forbidden places, avoiding strange forgotten things. Excuse me. Treasure hunter of old and arcane objects. And though I'm certain the grind of shifting through sands and dirt for useful tools and things left over can wear anyone down, I cannot help but weave some thread of my fantasy into the reality of work. Greetings, glider. Name's Alton. I bow and introduce myself as Sable. You find much scrap metal out there, Sable? It's been known to happen. Good, good. Alton leans back and looks up at the ceiling thoughtfully. Got a task for you then, if you're up for it. The hesitation in my voice is the product of a gentle intimidation, but I stand up straight and casual enough to seem like I'm up for anything. Alton seems to believe it enough. I need scrap, Sable, and lots of it. And you out there already, basically doing nothing? Alton chuckles to himself. Shouldn't say it like that. Gliding's odd, huh? You have nothing to do, so you have everything to do. Wonder if anyone ever spent their gliding just laying around. Don't know if that counts as gliding. I say with a smirk that I don't imagine that would count as a gliding, but at the same time I wonder if some people do go out and use it at a time to simply be with themselves in a safe and reflective space. Would it matter as much what mask we chose if we found our purpose deep within? Oh no, should I be doing that? Alton clears his throat. I'm grateful to be shaken free. Anyhow, the task. Let's see if you can understand this one, yeah? It's a bit complex. Tell him I'm ready. Go out, find scrap, bring it to me. What sort of scrap? What sort of scrap would you like? All of it. Big scrap, little scrap, medium-sized scrap. If it's made of metal and it's too busted up for anything else, I want it. Think you can handle that? Tell him I'm happy for any reason to explore, and that I'll return with anything I find. Say goodbye, Alton. Well, okay, there we go then. So I'm assuming that's just... yeah. This guy's basically just a scrap dealer. That's fair. And could be lucrative if I find some decent stuff kicking around. Now all I gotta do is work out the way to get into this place. Never mind, I think I have. Narrow stalk fig. Undoubtedly my favorite fruit. First thing I would ask for when past traveling merchant would be Ibexi. Well met, glider. Glass vial. What's up with that statue? Yeah, goats in my class. Aye, so you're familiar with their temperament. I suppose you're Ibexi? Say hello to Umar and JD for me. Well met, glider. What's in that glass vial? Ooh, salty plain pools, was that? Oh, I made it. It's a color palette for a hover bike. Inspired by my work as a herder. Yeah, here, take some, I insist. Be very proud of riding a bike with my colors. What's with the statue? Ah, you may recognize Oana. She was a great herder of many creatures. They say she came from the whale and herded the ancestors of the creatures we heard today. Ooh, oh god. Any game with a lot of talking, I always end up yawning. I need to practice breathing techniques. We teach that keeping your herd near her statues will keep them together, well fed and healthy. Interesting. Thank you very much. Hello, Sable. Unread messages 0. Oh. Do I get to send messages, or is this purely a passive thing? Bobby! Glider, welcome. Come view my wares. What have you got? Let's see what we got. Beetle bike booster. Smoke pulls out of many exhausts at the back of this booster. Best to avoid use indoors or near other people. Oh, I can sell shit. I'm curious. Where can I get a merchant's badge? Merchants aren't liable to just give out badges freely. Your best bet is to head to Ekria. There's a big market town there, worth trying to Iria's attention. You want to get yourself some merchant badges. Be careful how you do it, mind. She's not the friendliest customer. Interesting. Mechanist looks me over. You're late. Never met you in my life. Would have met me sooner if not for the delay. But I forgive you. Any friend of Caesar's is instantly beloved, and I take no offense. Perplexed, I wait for them to explain themselves, but they seem to wait for the same. Briefly, I feel a hint of shame as I remember times I have been late among the Ibexi, things I have slipped up in doing. But I dismiss my doubts as I recall I have no idea who this strange mechanist is, so I ask them. My name is Utari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I am a friend of Sisu. I asked then if Sisu alerted them to my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and sets waypoints and oases along my gliding. A comforting thought. No, it was your hoverbike. I heard it for the first time months ago. I felt the shape of its voice. Of her voice, sorry. I tell Utari it was not Simoon they heard, for Sisu and I only built her a few days hence. They waved their hands at me in a hurried dismissal. Did Sisu teach you so little? The voice of our machines are eternal, more ancient even than their forms. I hear them, as I always have, and yours I thought would revisit me sooner, but here we are. Now let us speak of why you have come. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. Something has happened. Something has stopped the tower working. I was hours away from going to see it myself, but you and Simoon came after all. Go there, mend what is broken, or soothe what is hurt, and I will give you what you seek. Ask Utari if they know what I seek. I admit that I might not. A direction. I will be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. Stubborn snack, huh? Well, I have just noticed it's already gone 5, so we'll take another break. But yeah, I think I'm into this. It's extremely, like, open. Like, it is very open-ended in what you can do in the game. I don't think that's a problem. I get the feeling this is, as I say, vaguely Breath of the Wild-esque, in that it's probably going to have a series of quests that take you from point to point to point. But in general, it is about setting your own pace and doing things your own way. So, yeah, that's fine. Anyway, we're going to take another break. I'm back in a minute. See you in a sec, guys. Right, and we are back. Right, so, yeah, so I was trying to get a few things done. So that looks like it's a town. That was, I don't know what that was. Probably nothing important. So we're in here, and we've been given a quest to go over here to do something, apparently. I wonder if we're going to get a fast travel system or if this is it. Alright, there's probably a few more people around here I can probably talk to. Hello? The mask caster sits unmoving, silent. Can't tell if the mask caster is human or something else. I've heard about mask casters. God, I am going to stumble over that. In stories about glidings before, gliders should collect 3 badges of a set and bring them to the caster, for whom the mask shall be cast. I should look for some more badges. Right, okay, so these are the mask guys. Alright. Oh, hello. You know what, I wasn't specifically doing this, I was mostly doing it to get a vantage point, but I did also clock another one while I was up here. I don't know if I can climb that. I mean, worth a try, I guess, but I don't know. Go to the halfway point. Maybe? Close. Now, which one's closest? I want to say this one. Damn it. Not quite. Any other... Nope. Damn it. A thought occurs, maybe I should climb the tree and glide over. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. I think we need to go higher. Should really wait for it to come back. Appear to be inside the tree at the moment. No, don't fall. Do not fall. Come on. You're so close. Stay still. Perfect. I really need to find the person who wants those. I don't think there's too many more people here. There might be someone inside that big tent. Seems a reasonable thing. Oh. Hi? You don't seem to have a face. The guard before me stands tall, her posture shaped by duty, uniform weathered by years. Hello there, young glider. Nearly startled by the force of her greeting, but her voice is comforting somehow, warm and welcoming. I greet her with the accidental enthusiasm of a traveler finding a friend. She smiles behind the mask, I think. Always nice to meet a fellow adventurer, especially now. How are you faring so far? The world is big and I feel small. The world is big and I feel small. You say that like it's a bad thing. Isn't it a wonder, the size of it all? You can spend your whole life wandering and still find more to see. Think about the balled up fabric and smoothed out rock that will make my next pillow, and many to come. My neck aches faintly at the thought of how many nights I'll spend this way. It's possible I'm romanticizing a little. See, I'm getting ready to leave on my second gliding. It reads the confusion in my silence. Did no one tell me of the second gliding? I suppose it isn't a real second gliding, but it's how I'm thinking about it. Second chance to see the world again, and how it's changed. I'm an Akreen guard, you see, or I was an Akreen guard. As of 3 days ago, I'm officially retired. Should have seen the way the others looked at me. There's a laugh in her voice. All of them were so baffled to see me go, telling me how much I'd missed the big city. A few of them even felt sorry for me. Like, what would I do now that my life's purpose is complete? Can you imagine? I try to, but I can barely muster a view of my purpose's start, let alone its end. I shake my head. I said, "Thank you for all the strange condolences, but tomorrow marks the first time in decades I will wake up in the morning and have absolutely no idea what lies ahead. I've never been more excited. Don't get me wrong, I've loved my work. I've even loved the noise and the trouble of Ecria. But I've spent enough of my life standing around looking hard. It's time to explore." Her glee is infectious. I ask where she'd like to go. "I'm heading to the Badlands, I think. I want to see the Bridge of the Betrayed. If you haven't already, you should definitely go and see it yourself. You'll want the Northern Badlands, southwest of here." I nod, trying to keep the directions in mind, and Elizabeth gives me a little tap. "Maybe I'll see you up there." Ooh. Okay, you seem vaguely bug related. Are you bug related? I meet Ifa, the innkeeper of the camp. What can I do for you? Anything that needs doing? Before I can even finish the question, he first shouts, "Lava husks." I repeat the words back to her as a clarification. She nods. "I need some lava husks there. How much do you know about beetles?" "A little bit. Well, not sure if this is part of that little bit, but lava husks are what get left behind when the beetle larvae grows. Beautiful, really tough casings. If you don't mind, I'd be grateful if you could collect some for me. The type I'm looking for are Hercules." Whoops. Sorry, I pressed the button by accident and then my thumb twitched. So I think he was looking for Hercules beetles, that's what he said. "Tell her I do my best. Anything else I can help you with?" Nope, looks like that's it. Well, looks like we gotta run around and do all these little quests. I'm fine with that. It's that kind of game. Alright, so what have we got? Seemingly a lot of nothing. Ooh, what is that? You know, the sun thing must be like the time. Like it's 20, so that must mean it's like 8 p.m. I did see another one of these at some point. I wonder if you gotta like race between them or something. Well, they're staying lit, so it must be doing good in some way. Oh, I did something. I don't know what I did, but I guess I did it. Ooh. Atomic disposal. What happened here? I mean, question number one, A, is this Earth? Like, are we even on Earth at the moment? Because I honestly cannot say. Okay, tell you what, we'll explore the giant ship first because that does seem pretty damn important. Doomboyne. Scrap metal, yay. I don't know. This feels... No, I feel like I shouldn't be here. I mean, I demonstrably... Ah, that's just an exit. I mean, I demonstrably should be here, but I mean, I feel like I shouldn't be. I feel like I've entered somewhere that's sort of almost forbidden. But then I don't mind that. The spirit of exploration is strong. Okay, so we know we cannot climb on metal. So we'll have to find how to solve this little puzzle. So we need to find a charger for that. That room over there could be where we're heading. Hello. Yeah, it's not really worth trying, is it? Wait. Aha. Right. Alright, simple enough. Nothing I haven't seen before. It does look... I was literally about to say, it does look like we're going to head up to a third floor, but actually, I may have... Oh, damn it. Why'd you just stop at the end there? That was irritating. Yeah, it looks like I accidentally took it in the right direction. Almost. Yes. Because it looks like there's a few small things up here. What's this? Cuts! Ooh, 100 cuts. Very nice. And you... Ooh. Ooh, scrap metal. Repairing bikes, non-mechanical goods. Doesn't say how much, but I got it. So we're good. Excellent. Oh, that looks good. Oh, I don't like this at all. Encounter a strange luminous figure. It greets me before I even have a chance to be frightened. Saren. The name sounds familiar. Why do I know the name Saren? Was that one of the names done on that, like, computer module thing? Was that Saren? God, I wasn't really paying that much attention. New user found. Hello, please enter your username. I find myself whispering my own name. Suddenly feels odd in my mouth. This is the first time I've said it out loud. Welcome, Sable. I've set up a new account for you. I asked the mysterious figure about themselves. I am the ship's simulated anthropomorphic registry and information nexus. You can call me Saren. I ask Saren what they're doing here. I am not entirely sure, Sable. Most of my data modules appear to be corrupted. I am attempting access ship records. Saren goes still for a moment. Transferring ship logs to your inbox. You have unread messages, Sable. Unread messages? Here are your unread messages. Recording 01. The panel blinks to life. Strange markings and symbols I assume to be ancient text scribble across the screen as the background colors flash wildly. And then, with a strange buzzing like old fabrics pulling apart, there are voices. Within long-range sensors, Captain, we're picking up some anomalous readings from the upper atmosphere. Could be a plasma storm, but the radiation signature doesn't quite match. Maintain approach at current speed. What's our time to destination? 46 Earth hours, give or take. Good. Let's keep an eye on those energy signatures, and get Saren in on it too, for pattern recognition. Captain, we need to purge the reactor soon. If we don't, I know. I'm aware of the risks, Ellis, but I'm not purging in the middle of space. We follow the protocol, and the recordings fail and the static continues. A few button pushes bring silence on the screen that looks navigable in some way, but I can't decipher anything. No unread messages. Yeah, I was going to say, is this... Were we, like, or my ancestors, were we the crew of a ship that crash-landed here on this desert planet because we were here to dump toxic waste? Apparently I missed that. I mean, I could see that being a thing. Alright. Let's see what this is, shall we? Ancient race. Monument using strange rings. Inside the monument, I found a ring-shaped artifact. Wonder what it's for. Should go and find Elizabeth and the bridge with the betrayed. Southwest. Stop and snag. More of Saren's terminals. Huh. That was the main one, I'm pretty sure. Or that was the one I was told to come here for. The guided one, as it were. Okay. So we've got like several things dotted around the place. So at this point, I'm just like, well, I guess we go wandering for a bit. See what, if anything, we can find up here in the top corner of the map. Probably not a lot, I'd imagine. Right. That looks like the cliff at the edge of the world. Makes perfect sense. Alright, okay. I don't necessarily know if it's something, but it looked vaguely square shaped, so could be. Could be. Oh, was it that? It was that. Alright, so no, that wasn't anything at all. Well, I guess we can go and check out that. Maybe we'll run into something along the way. Maybe, maybe not. As I said, the point of this game is exploration and discovery. So by that logic, woohoo! Just wandering around and we should find shit. And I think, yeah, I was going to say that's the entrance. It was surprisingly close to this, I just couldn't see it because it was like hidden behind the mountain here. That's why I didn't know it was there. Hang on, what was that one? I was like, what the fuck was the off button? I couldn't remember. Climb? Hello. I see wiggly worm. Nailed it. We can go up there. Ooh. Anything else? Ooh, hello. Yeah, that is the weird thing. Like, if this is supposed to not be Earth, which is possible, then how come there are normal birds and insects around? Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I feel like I need more information to properly be able to put all these pieces together. They look like normal birds, so... I get the feeling that was probably supposed to happen. Looking out for wigglies in the distance. No, it doesn't look like there's any. I hear sounds. Why do I hear sounds? Cool. I think I need to be up on top of this. Call it a hunch. That is at least a much easier jump. The wind tower. Alright. Oh, that's not good. Oh. bouldering top. Though they won't help me climb further, the hand wraps and lightweight fit of this gear are great for making scaling mountain heights more comfortable. I don't specifically know where I've got to go, but presumably up to there. Like, I don't think I've gone up the right way, but then, you know, I don't think that there is like a right way to go. It's just a case of, find your own way up. Maybe you can run into a secret or something along the way. See if we can work this out. Ooh. Oh, is that it? Yay! I don't know what it was that was gumming it up, but I did it. Ooh. Hey, fantastic. Woo! Ow. Come on, throw it. Good enough. Alright, anything I can like see that looks worth looking at from this distance. Some sort of ruin there. Where did that one end up? Oh, been there already. Definitely. It's interesting actually that I thought, oh, that's the edge of the map, but no, there's a section up there too. Huh. Maybe you can go up that way. I don't know. Interesting. Maybe there isn't. Maybe those are just empty bits of the map, but... I got it. Well, better than nothing, I guess. Hey. Right where I want it to be. What's all this then? Ooh. Standard uniform. Going to make each set a modification for their own particular need. Well, okay then. Good. Well, I got something out of that at least. Yeah, now I gotta go all the way back to the camp. Hello, little Wiggly. I had a feeling there might be something over here. Follow this around, see where we end up. What? What? Is it because of the cactuses? Is it because it's a cactus field? Don't fucking scare me like that, game. What's wrong with you? Besides, it's not as if it's super dangerous. They're only bloody cactuses. This is very smooth and very... Did I just enter into it? Yeah, I just entered into a new area. Okay, so every area is going to presumably be distinctly colored. That's freaky as fuck. What the fuck? Okay, I really need to find the cartographer in this area. Making those random noises again. I don't like that. I thought those were like chimney stacks with smoke coming off, but they're not, are they? See the cartographer over there. I think that's his balloon. Alright, let's do this, shall we? Why not? Clock that almost immediately. Cool. I'm assuming this is going to end up being the same way as the last one. Hycaric ring. Well, that's the thing, alright. Yeah, that must just be the ambient music of this area. It's fucking terrifying. I don't need that kind of stress in my life. Why is this area so goddamn dark? I mean, I am like way deep in this area right now. And I gotta get up to the cartographer as well. Yeah, this looks... Okay, this looks like the wreck of a ship. I don't know if I can even get up there. I mean, presumably I can. It's just a question of like, how? Yeah, because this is all metal, and that means I can't just climb it. Huh. Okay. That is a really bloody good question on how the hell I'm going to do that. Oh, hello. I can get you at least. Yay. Well, I guess that's a mystery we'll have to leave until next time. I was kind of hoping I could just like climb up there really quick, although there appears to be a ladder there. I'm not sure. We'll have to wander around a bit and work this out. But as I say, it would seem I am out of time for today. So yeah, this game's like even more like open and, you know, do whatever the fudge you want than I was expecting. But I don't necessarily mind that. I think that's fun. There's a lot of different things to do. It'll be curious to see like it'll be curious to see how it goes like over the long period. Like, you know, how does it all like come together? Can you can you like end the game whenever you want to, or is it just a case of, well, you know, you still have to do as much as you like? It'll be interesting to see how it goes. But yes, I'm curious. The game has my attention, certainly. So anyway, as I say, we'll leave it there for today. Hopefully this game has an autosave. If not, I have no fucking clue where it is going to lead me. I haven't found anything that looks like a save point. So yeah, we'll see on that front.
Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.